Good evening. There are calls tonight for an independent investigation into a relocation allowance paid by a cash-strapped county council to its chief executive, despite the facts, say his critics, that he was not eligible for the money.
Well, the controversy came to a head at a meeting of West Sussex County Council's Governance Committee, where councillors raised concerns about the circumstances of the chief executive, Nathan Elvery, receiving the £47,000 payment on top of his salary of £190,000. John Ryle has the story.
This is the house in Surrey where Nathan Elvery was living when he left Croydon Council to become Chief Executive at West Sussex County Council in 2016. That year, on top of his £190,000 salary, he was paid a relocation allowance of £47,500. 2 years later, he's bought a small flat in Chichester, where the county council is based, and still owns the Surrey property. Data analyst and good governance campaigner Andrew Rowson has spent months investigating the payment, and he emailed his findings to members of the County Council's Governance Committee ahead of its meeting yesterday. He believes the payment breaches a number of the Council's own rules on relocation allowances.
First of all, the policy says that this is relocation expenses. The law and the policy say that that means a change of primary residence, and that hasn't happened.
No mention at all of the issue on the Governance Committee agenda, but we understand that it is going to be raised by opposition councillors under urgent matters. We will hear what is said. We won't be able to show you because we've been told we can't film this public meeting. At the meeting, opposition councillors said these were serious allegations that should be investigated by an independent external body. They said it was important the council not only did the right thing, but was seen to do the right thing. But no commitment to an independent inquiry was given.
What I fear that might happen is that there will be a relatively quick investigation, and we'll be told much what we've already been told. It's all been dealt with, it's been to various committees, and it's all open and above board.
Andrew Rowson says an independent investigation is vital.
I would have thought it's absolutely essential for the reputation of the council for the whole matter to be made absolutely independent and totally out of the hands of any officers or other members inside the council.
And the Liberal Democrats say that, legal issues aside, the payment should not have been made by a council carrying out severe spending cuts.
It sits extremely badly when the question of the council removing over £500,000 of grants to the homeless in this county who are living in tents and in bus shelters and in the open during this cold winter weather, that we're making a grant of £50,000 to a chief executive who's on £190,000 to have a pied-à-terre near his place of work.
The issue of when and how the relocation payment is to be investigated will next be discussed by the Governance Committee in 2 months' time.
And John is in the newsroom now. John, what has the council's chief executive said?
Well, in a word, nothing. Both the Chief Executive and the Council leader, Louise Goldsmith, were approached for an interview or a written statement, and yesterday and then again today, both declined.
And what happens next?
Well, we're going to have to wait and see whether the Council decides to keep the investigation internal or whether it decides to bring in independent investigators, and we expect to learn more on that when the Governance Committee next meets in a couple of months' time, though some councillors wanted that committee to settle the matter yesterday. We are, after all, the Governance Committee, said one member, we have the power to decide how to proceed. One thing's for sure, the issue is not going to go away if an independent inquiry is resisted.
John, thank you.